Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Ninja No Shuja from Team 240p Gold, and I'm going to come at you with my Gladiator Beast deck profile. I played this at my locals on Sunday. I placed top 4. I went 4-1, and it's actually just an all-around fun deck that I like to play for control, and we can just jump right into the deck profile now. I run 3 Lucari. That's standard. He's your beat stick. He becomes 21. He's your standard monster. 1 Bestiari, it's limited to 1 from the ban list, but with him you also play the Prisma, which become Bestiari, and along with Prisma and Bestiari, it sets up the Heraclinos play with Darius. Darius resurrects a Glad Beast when he gets played, so basically you would ditch Bestiari with Prisma's effect, he would become Prisma, you would summon another Glad Beast, tag for Geysirus. Once Geysirus is done, you bring out Lucari and Darius. Darius will resurrect Bestiari, and you can go in straight into Heraclinos. Other than that, those are just the main cards you need to fuse. Don't come back to me. 1 Gladiator Beast Marmillo. He's monster removal. It's not bad. It's nice to run. 2 of Quest. Heraclinos is your spell trap negator. A Quest pulls back my War Chariot, and War Chariot negates all the monster effects. 1 Hoplimus, I like it at 1, it becomes 24 defense power, it's a big defense, it's a big wall, opponent, if you set it first turn, Thunder King crashes into it, you can tag from Marmillo and kill the Thunder King. Final monster is 2 Test Tiger. This will get you the faster Heraclinos play with Prisma, because you can tag back Prisma, and if you tag a beast out with Test Tiger, you can tag for the same Gladiator Beast. On to spells, I run 2 Gladiator Beast Proving Ground. This gets you your Glad, it's basically your reinforcement of the army, your E-Call, it gets you a monster if you don't have one. I don't like it at 3 because I have a lot of better spells to run. 1 Book of Moon, it helps you get over those big guys. 2 Lance, this card is too versatile not to play this format, honestly. It not only is good for damage step shenanigans, but it can protect your monster from a Torrential Tribute, a Dark Hole. It's just a very versatile card. You can use it. I was actually playing a game against Dino Rabbits, and I went to use a Horn of the Phantom Beast, and my opponent lanced it, so I kind of got screwed over for that one. 1 Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy Storm. That's your triple spell count. Those are your 3 good guys. Best cards right now. Obviously gotta run them. 3 MST. I know usually you should play 2, and I'm thinking about buffing this out to 2, but I like 3 right now because if I tag into Bestiari, my opponent can still chain the bottomless and literally just wreck my monsters, and honestly, Bestiari getting removed is really bad for this deck. You can main deck macro, but I really don't. I side deck it, because honestly I always like to keep Bestiari in my deck or in my hand. On to traps, 3 Gladiator Beast 4 Chariot. This negates your monster effects, and this card really honestly wrecks the meta right now. Monster effects are so important, this card just is so good. It's honestly why Gladiator Beasts are pretty playable. 1 Horn of the Phantom Beast, good for damage step stuff. I've given this to Heraclinos just so I can keep my big beater and keep drawing cards so I can keep negating things. You can use it on Lucari. There's not many targets in this deck you can use it on, but it's always good for a plus. 2 Wabaku. This trap is more versatile in Gladiator Beast than most decks because it'll let you get a tag out, and it prevents you from having damage, so it's, you know, it's good. Why not? Then we're on to staple traps. You got your Solemn Brigade, 2 Fiendish Chain as if the 3 War Chariot wasn't enough, 2 Torrential Tribute, 1 Mirror Force, and 1 Huge Revolution is over. With a deck like this, you play a lot of control, and you gotta run the Huge Revolution. And I will go on to my extra deck. Let me just find it. There it is. Again, most of my extra decks aren't complete because I have so many different extra decks. I have it spread out over such a wide array. Basically staples. 1 Utopia. That's not supposed to be what that is. I don't know where my Gem Knight Pearl is, but I run Gem Knight Pearl. I don't know where it's at right now.
Gem Knight Pearl.
1 Esadari. This is just your normal Gladiator Beast fusion. You can tag any 2 Glads for. And I don't see why you wouldn't run this because it's a gorilla on a tricycle, basically. 3 Geysirus. If one gets bottomless, you have the 2. If one gets solemn, you have the other 2. it's just a good pop 2, and it's just a good card. I mean, it gets you 2 Glads when it's done popping and battling, just good in general. And 3 Heraclinos. Again, this is kind of just the staple extra deck cards that you need. I'm probably going to buff Heraclinos out to 2 once I build this extra deck fully. But aside from that, that's the Gladiator Beast deck profile. Some bad news about the... Don't go back to the cards. Stay at me.
Stop playing with the cards then.
I'm just organizing them. Sad, a little bit of bad news. I'm not going to get the Nordic deck profile or the updated Nordics. I'm not going to get the updated zombies until probably sometime next week. Scheduling got a little bit messed up with me and Gundam Guy. So, aside from that, you can still expect a tin opening sometime this week I'll release, and I might profile the Inzectors, depending. I'm still not sure how I like the deck. I mean, I'm still modifying, I'm still changing it around, so I really don't know. But you can definitely expect a tin opening just a little bit later this week, and that's basically all I got for this video. So you can rate, comment, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff you can. It always helps out, and yeah, subscribe to Team 240p Gold for more videos, and I will see you next video. Later.